Wake up! A new Minecraft preview dropped. And it's a big one, to be honest. This is a really big one. Today we have the next Minecraft preview that has officially dropped, which features the shelves, the copper golem statues, and, very funnily, new dye sprites, which I've put in this nicely dressed chest, which looks interesting. I don't know why I did this. It was a waste of my time, but anyways, this is good. This is a big one. Let's go over everything, shall we? So this is the shelf, which is a new item for the game drop, which I think is still the full drop. This shelf allows me to put items into them, and it can store 3 item stacks. So it can store 3 stacks. It can store a stack of 3 different items on each shelf, right? These are absolutely awesome in terms of functionality because we haven't had shelves for a long time. We haven't had much storage updates for a very long time, if at all, to be honest. So these shelves act as a really nice way to like display items that's not an item frame, but they also do have functionality. Obviously, you can only store 3. You can block swap in them. You can swap it directly with whatever is in your hand. If you activate a shelf, and then you can swap 3 at the same time, and what it does is the last 3 slots in your hotbar, the shelf will auto swap it with. But that's not where it ends, because if you power all of them and they're all powered, you can swap your entire hotbar with just 1 click. So you can go back to your base, and you can just click that on the wall. Does it pull hoppers? So if I put a hopper under this thing, go in there. No. Does a copper golem grab from the shelf? The copper golem has also received some minor updates. I think it, actually looks at me, which is interesting. And it's had some AI fixes as well. If it grabs an item, you can actually like take it out of his hand. Look away. Oh, it deletes your item. That's really funny. It deletes whatever item the copper golem is holding at the moment when you kill it, which is probably a bug. So yeah, the shelf is used to swap your entire inventory at one go when powered. You can obviously unpower it as well. So yeah, you can set it up with a lever here, and you can go bink and then bink, and then lock it up again. And then that way you can take them individually. That's really interesting. That's really cool. There's like a hotbar swapping. And I guess you can use this to sort this later or do something else with it. I don't know. The actual functionality seems interesting. Seems like it's once again very much early game. Now how to craft these is a fun question. So the crafting recipe for this. Oh, okay. The crafting recipe is stripped logs. So top row, bottom row of stripped oak logs, or stripped logs of whatever type it is, and it will give you 6 shelves for that. So for 6 logs you can get 6 shelves. That's okay. I think that's cool. Giving you 6 is really nice because that means you can do 2 hotbar swaps. That's fun. But obviously with shelves being added, they have a really nice feature. They can act as a vertical slab, which is something Minecraft players have been asking for God knows how long. This is going to be a big thing in building, I think. You can now actually like build things. There's something I did see, I think it was from ITMG on Twitter. Wow, you can properly make pillars now. This is huge. This is actually massive. Okay, no, yeah. So it can only be across. That makes sense. You can only power them across. The next thing that's been added is the copper golem statue. So now, whenever the copper golem oxidizes, it turns back into a statue. And wow, that is a long name. That's probably the longest name in Minecraft, right? The waxed weathered copper golem statue. That might be it. So whenever the copper golem oxidizes, it turns into a copper golem statue, which has a really fun functionality of you can right click the statue and put it into a little pose. I think there is 3 poses. So there's a stat, there's a running, and there is like a jumping pose. And you can do this. And I think it said it gives off a different... So, we see the first one's powered, right? We go this. That's 2, yeah. That's 3. And that's 4. Wow, so we have a 1 to 4. You could probably make a copper golem combination lock. Okay, so here's what I'm curious by. Does the oxidized version do more? No. Okay, so the oxidized version does not do more or less redstone output. So yeah, it is always a 1 to 4. You could theoretically make a combination lock with copper golems. That is really interesting and really fun. That's the copper golem statue, and that is, I think, everything that is in this Bedrock preview of this, apart from obviously the dye textures. And this has been made for colorblind accessibility, obviously. I think they did this with the mob eggs. Honestly, I like these. I don't mind the shape of them being different at all. I think, honestly, these are very much okay. These are very fine. You can now tell them all apart. They have a little plate at the bottom of them, which is really interesting. I've seen a lot of people say, like, you know, they could just get rid of the plate or whatever. No, I actually like it being on a plate, because then it's like dye. Obviously, it's like dye on a plate, which I like, because it means obviously you can do stuff like this and have it, you know, shaped in a way that makes it look like it's sat on the plate, which I think is much more interesting than just having it kind of floating there. So I like this. I like the plated dye. I think that is a really cool feature, a really cool, neat addition. I can't wait to see that in the game when that happens. But yeah, that is it for this Bedrock preview. I hope you enjoyed the coverage. I may upload more videos testing with things if I want to. The reason why I didn't upload a follow-up video to the previous Minecraft preview episode is because I wanted to wait till it comes out on Java Snapshots. Neither are on Java Snapshot yet, so shame on me. Yeah, they fooled me.